Well, I'm afraid it's not a very wide angle lens on this, but you get an idea. You've got the CNC machine, I have a laser, CNC laser machine. Underneath here, let me just take the cover off. I have a little CNC lathe with a 8 tool changer. We have the vac former. Behind the door, which is the part I haven't cleaned up yet, I've got a pillar drill. Still got to do that, still got to clean that. I've got the bench, and inside the bench I've got like drawers and fill up with all my CNC cutters and different things for the CNC machines. Top one's got nuts and bolts in, electrics further down. I've got a toolbox underneath the bench, and I should be able to get a bar stool, waiting for the bar stool to come to put underneath the bench. I've left 2 shelves there open to get to. There's a big open cupboard and a closed cupboard. The bench is 2.4 meters long, so it's quite a nice bench. I've got some blinds on the windows. I haven't put up the other blind yet. We've got the computer for the laser there. That hole there is going to be for the computer for the lathe. That's the extractor. That's why this is quite a tall bench to do it. There's a laser in the corner which I'm going to sell as soon as I get 5 minutes to put it up for sale. That'll be sold. That'll give me some room to slide the vac former back into place. That'll give me more room then between the vac former and the pillar drill. Might put a little bench in there maybe for my sanding disc. I've got a 12-inch sanding disc which can go on there. I've got very strong cupboards. You won't believe the weight which I've already put on there. Shelves which I've bolted to the wall. That CNC machine alone is another little CNC machine with I'm not using it at the moment because obviously I've got my big one. This one's sort of like an emergency one if you like, but it's very nice. It's all closed loop with servos and everything else. It's quite a good one. Another one I made. I've got a lathe just there, a Boxford lathe, and here you can see another wall. Eventually I'm going to put doors on this wall because here is where my big CNC machine is. And I've got the computer up on the wall, I've got the monitor on the ceiling and all the controls and everything else. I've still got to do a little bit more work in here. I've got to put the keyboard on the wall and put somewhere where I can use the mouse. And underneath there I've got another toolbox, and behind the toolbox I've got extractor fans for the CNC machine. And I've got more cupboards up here with solvents and cleaning aids and what have you. I've got a few bits and pieces on here, handy bits and pieces, files, a couple of drills, all the drill sets in 0.1 increments going up to 10, and then I've got some more drills that are going up to 13. I've got bigger ones in the toolboxes and bigger milling bits and whatever you put away, but those are the handy bits for the close at hand when I'm doing my lathe work and stuff. All the lathe bits and pieces are inside the cupboard. There's an inverter to actually run the lathe because it's 3-phase, so it all runs off of normal household electric. I've got electric up in the shed, so I've got music and whatever you playing at the moment, you know, when I want it, and I can use everything. I've got some lights up on the ceiling, 2 5-foot strip lights, and basically that's it. It's not actually wired up yet. Like I said, I've got electric coming to the shed, but I've only got it on one plug at the moment and using an extension lead. That's my next job, is to put a few different plug sockets around the room and just make it more convenient to use. So different storage, I've got bits of aluminium down there, I've got bits of MDF, I've got room underneath the laser. I've got compressor under there and different bits and pieces. I've got some bigger pieces of wood behind the laser, bits of acrylic down the side of the CNC, and some G10, big sheets of G10 beside the CNC machine. So yeah, so that's it. That's the shed, the workshop, outside view of the backyards and what have you. So that's it. A few more bits and pieces, a bit more sorting, a bit more tidying. I've got to put some edging around the windows, like a window frame, just to make it all nice and tidy and finish it off. Put the other blind up, electrics, and that's it, job's done. I can actually start getting in there and working now. So, all good stuff. Start bringing in some of my FPV gear. I'm going to leave the planes in the hallway. I don't need them out here, it's just going to take up too much room. I'll just bring out all of the bits and pieces, the spare cameras, batteries, lipos, chargers, everything else, so I can actually work on them in here and work on other projects. Thanks for watching.